Hey everybody, um, long time no talk. This is How Depot 2. It's been a long time since I've done a video on YouTube, and I apologize for that. Uh, Not a whole lot I can say about it except that I have two kids now. I've got a 5-year-old who's in kindergarten, and he's not really that big of a deal to deal with. He's a good kid, but our 15-month-old, he's a handful right now. So most evenings he takes up most of my time. So I'm not really able to share a lot. I will say that I have been buying comics and magazines. This is a magazine box you see in front of you for the better part of a year now. I'm starting to run out of room, to be quite honest. I'll probably be doing an eBay sale. I've got about a short box full of stuff I've got to get rid of for the simple fact that I just don't have room for it anymore. So I might do a video just kind of highlighting that. And so yeah, I'm going to be making more videos. You guys just be patient with me. What I'm doing today, I'm going to start cataloging my comic book collection. And I'm going to start off by showing off my three biggest components to my collection. There are three primary books that I have collected over my, almost 20 years now that I've been collecting comic books. Primarily, number one, Amazing Spider-Man, which we're going to do today. Number two is Daredevil, which I'll do in a future video, and then I'll finish up with Uncanny X-Men. And after that, I may highlight a few other spots where I'm trying to grow my collection, like my X-Factor run, my Batman run, my Uncanny X-Force run, which is almost complete. I'm only missing, I think, one book now. And my Walking Dead run too. I might even go into that. So we'll see how all that goes. Today though, I'm going to start again with Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not going to say a whole lot about these books. I'm just going to kind of show them to you guys. And shout out to Howler Mouse for doing this a long time ago, and it was one of the first videos I found on YouTube. I thought it was great to see him cataloging his books, and also to Cacti88, who I know has been showing off some of his runs recently as well. So with that, we'll get started. This is my Amazing Spider-Man 80. Amazing Spider-Man 148. Amazing Spider-Man 157. Amazing Spider-Man 179. Amazing Spider-Man 185. And Amazing Spider-Man 206. All right. Just 1 second, guys. Amazing Spider-Man 207. Amazing Spider-Man 209. Amazing Spider-Man 210. Amazing Spider-Man 220. Amazing Spider-Man 238. Turn that so you can see a little better without the glare. With the tattoos. Amazing Spider-Man 239. Amazing Spider-Man 244. 245. Bought that one from Mile High. 249. 254. 258. It's one of my favorite covers. It's a great story too. It's when Peter separates from the alien suit. 259. 260. All right. 264. 261. 266. 267. 271. 276. 277. 278. 279. 284. 286. 287. And the big Hobgoblin reveal, 289. $291, $292, $295, oh, back clear, $300, $313. It's one of my favorite covers here, $328. $335. Then it skips up to $375. $378. $387. $388. These are books I actually bought off the rack when I was a kid. $389. This is one of my favorite covers of all time. This is $392, which is an homage to Amazing Spider-Man 50. $393. $394. $399. $402. $403. $406. $421. $430. This is during that cookie period when they were renumbering and going back to the original numbering. This is in sequential 486 and 488. 502. 503. 512. 520. This was one of the first comics I bought after my wife and I got married and I got back into comics. It's 521. 524. This is a collected edition of Spidey 529 through 532 called Decisions. It has a great sketch cover. Here's my copy of 529, first Iron Spidey costume. 530. I was really into Spider-Man during this time because this was the whole Civil War arc. 531. 532. I just realized I don't have a 533. 534 though. 535. 536. 537. 538. 539. 540. Back in black. Don't worry guys, I'm almost done. There was a certain point in time whenever I loved Spidey, and then for some reason they wanted to screw with him, and I lost interest. Here's one I missed. This is $4.99. And another copy of 502. Oh, I didn't realize I had two copies of that. Here's another copy of 540. 541. And another 541. Here's 543. And here's where I started to get ticked off. Here's 544 with one more day. Here's another 544. Here's another 544 with a different cover. Here's another copy of that same one. I buy lots of stuff, guys, and when it has duplicates, I kind of hoard them. Here's 545. Here's 554. 555, 558, 560, 563. I should be almost done. Let's see. Yep. I'm almost done. Push these through real quick to make this a quick vid. Here's 565, 567, 576, 599, 603. Here comes the good stuff. 606. 607. Here's 608. 617. 625. And here's where Joe Quesada decided he wanted to try to explain the change in everything from one moment in time. I'd lost interest by this point. 638. The reintroduction of this character brought me back for a little bit, though. This is 649 with the Hobgoblin return. Here's 650 when he has the new FF costume on. 658. And this is my last copy I've bought, 696. Alright, now I've got a couple annuals and then I'm going to finish it up real quick. Here's annual 21. That's when they were doing it right. 22. And 28. And last, but certainly not least, a little closer. All right, I have one CGC'd Amazing Spider-Man. And this is, ooh, that's going bad. Let's see what we do about that. Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 2, number 36. The black issue, the 9/11 issue, signed by Stan Lee. Got this done at Heroes Con last year. A lot of people out there are probably saying, why would you get Stan to sign a book he had nothing to do with? Well, he didn't have anything to do with it, of course, but he did create the character. Most, if they're not still doing it, they were. Every single book that Stan had some sort of say in back in the day, they start out with Stan Lee Presents. So his name's in the book. His name will always be tied to Spider-Man. You can't take that away from him. Him and Steve Ditko will always be tied to Spider-Man. So, you know, I could have had him sign my issue of 80, but I wanted something that I felt his name would be more meaningful on to me. And it was this book. So that's my Spider-Man collection, guys. I realize it's not really as big as I thought it was at one time. It fills up about a short box, I guess. About a third of a long box, really. And, yeah, that's it. Look for my other videos real soon, guys. If you like this one, rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me I made a terrible decision in getting Stan Lee to sign this book. You know, it came back 9.8, which I was happy about. Or tell me, you know, whatever you think. Let me know what you want to see. I've got a lot of stuff to show. So anyway, guys, take care.